Hey there. So I've been trying for quite a while today to record this video. I had started and then my camera storage was not enough to finish. So I'm having to start again, deleted some stuff and clean up my phone. And I'm back trying to record here again. So hopefully everything goes through the way it needs to. I hope you're doing well. My name is Joanna Elizabeth, and I'm going to come on today to share a little bit about anxiety and why it seems to affect women of faith who are high achieving the most. Sometimes it seems like the most. Yeah, so I have some notes here because I wanted to try to remember everything. But yeah, looking at notes and trying to record, to me it wasn't working that great. I'm gonna try to do my best, but I wanted to come on here and do this video today. Some things to share with you. So if you could bear with me a little bit here, I appreciate it. Yeah, so anxiety, it's something that a lot of us struggle with, something that I see from day to day in my work as a massage therapist, as I've been doing that for over 20 years now, and working with women, particularly in managing their stress and the anxiety that they feel in their bodies, and now as a life coach, helping women to transform anxiety into purpose and clarity. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on in the video today. And I'm thinking of making this a series because there are a lot of different components to this. And I'll be honest, I'm not someone who can talk a whole lot on video for a long time. Some people say they're long-winded. I think I'm short-winded. So these might not be very long videos, but I'm going to probably break these up. As much as I would want to be able to take really a deep dive with every video, I'm gonna kind of just let it see what happens. Just let it just kind of organically do what it needs to do. Okay, so here I go. Anxiety. Why is it that particularly women of faith seem to struggle the most with anxiety? I will start with sharing a bit of my background when it came with dealing with anxiety. So years ago, going through a painful divorce and grieving over losing my parents who passed away within 4 years of each other, and looking at my life and being in a very different place than I was before, having come from a marriage, being a wife, and being a daughter, now to a place where I was looking to rebuild my life, building my career, moving cross country, establishing myself, working, all the things that look like success, or what success was I thought was supposed to be success. Working my career, volunteering in my church, just living life, which on paper seemed like I was moving forward, but honestly, there was a low-grade anxiety that I was dealing with. And the thing is that I didn't even recognize that it was anxiety at the time, because when you're living life and just doing things that you're supposed to do, you're just living. You're not really thinking too much about how you may be responding to what it is that you're doing. You're just in a place of doing instead of feeling and being. So it came to a point where I was doing all of the things, but there was this anxiety under the surface. And there came this kind of juxtaposition of the things that I was doing in life versus who I was at my core. And I think that's where a lot of high achieving women tend to get stuck, where the anxiety kind of stems from. We have this idea of what we're supposed to do, who we're supposed to be, this kind of curated image of who we are. But at the core, maybe something totally different. At the core, are we really looking at who it is that we are and what it is that we really desire? So I believe that that's where a lot of the anxiety stems from. It's because we wrap up our identity in what it is that we are achieving. The accolades that we have gotten, the success that we've been able to curate. But who we are at the core may not be seeing the light of day. She may be buried beneath all of the achievement and success that we've been able to accumulate over the years. I want you to ask yourself, what is it that you really desire? What is it that lights your heart up? You may find yourself chasing success, chasing achievement. And it's not that I'm knocking ambition, because ambition is important. It has its place. But so many of us are so exhausted. We're tired out here, right? And we have all these responsibilities, all these things that we're dealing with, but we're exhausted. We're tired of being the pillars of our families, of our communities. And I mean, there's a certain amount of validation that you get from playing those roles. So it's understandable why we seek that out. And for some of us, it's just automatic. I mean, I can think of from the time I was a little girl, trying to be good, doing the right thing. And especially if you're someone who grew up in the church, I think that's a lot of pressure. We see that, all the time. There's a certain image that we need to uphold. And it may be self-inflicted, or it may be from our environment. But do we really take the time to figure out what it is that we really want? When was the last time you asked yourself, what do I want? What is it that's going to make me truly happy? Because think of it this way. What if you're not able to do all of those external things anymore? The work that you've put in so far, not to belittle it at all, but what happens when you're not in that particular role, when you're not a CEO anymore? What happens when, God forbid, you do lose a loved one and you're not playing that role anymore? Who are you at the core? This anxiety that you may be carrying, I want you to know that it's not a failure. It's not weakness. It's actually a powerful messenger. I want you to start to see it not as a foe, but as a friend. As crazy as that might sound. The anxiety that you're feeling can tell you a lot about what it is that you need to change. I would see it all the time as a massage therapist. Women would come in and they have all the success, but their bodies are holding on to their tension and their anxiety. And the only time they may be able to feel some relief from that is while they're on my massage table. But I don't want it to be that you have to go and get a massage in order for you to get in tune with your body, what your body's wisdom is telling you. This is something that you can do right now, just by taking a few moments to take a deep breath. Take a few moments out of your day just to contemplate what it is that you desire. I think that could be a very powerful tool in transforming your anxiety. There's probably some other points I wanted to cover, but I think I'm going to leave it at here for today and leave something for another time. But as someone who has worked with women for over 20 years, helping them to relieve stress and anxiety in their bodies, and now as a coach, helping them to transform anxiety in their life, I just want to invite you to know that your anxiety isn't who you are. It's something that can be used as a tool in order to go deeper into what it is that you want, who it is that you are at the core. You can let go of all the tension that you're feeling in life just by accepting the fact that who you are right now in this moment is enough. You don't have to posture, you don't have to perform. Who you are right now in this moment is enough. And I know that we want to all strive to do better. We all want to strive to be better. And ambition is important, but don't let it get in the way of your happiness. Don't let it get in the way of who you are right now, because who you are is enough. So if anything that I shared today resonates with you, I'm going to leave some links in the description with some resources I have available for you. And just know that you are not alone in your struggles. You can always turn to God. You can always turn to your loved ones. And most of all, I want you to know that you can count on yourself to be exactly who you need to be in any given moment. That who you are is enough. That you are loved beyond anything you could ever imagine. You are loved. Take care. Peace and blessings. I'll talk to you soon.